We all know what happens to people who cross Putin, so it's no wonder the family you're about to meet fled to the other side of the world to escape the Kremlin's wrath. After nearly 15 years on the run, this family is ready to find a permanent home.
It was British man Nick Stride's construction job that upended his normal life, thrusting him into Russia's corrupt world of elites. He was contracted to work on the refurbishment of a palace for this guy, Igor Shavalov, the then Deputy Prime Minister of Russia and Putin's right-hand man. Nick became fluent in Russian, had 2 kids with his Russian wife and raised them Russia-style. But no one is safe for long in Putin's Russia. After nearly a decade of building Shavalov's palace, the Russians realised he knew too much. He and his family had to flee in the dead of the night. Where did they end up? Far north Western Australia, about as far away from Russia as they could get. They hid in a remote Aboriginal community, getting up close with wild pigs, sharks and crocs. They waited almost 8 years for the Australian government to grant them asylum, but that day never came.
This is a podcast from Rover.
Jay and Dunk, not for radio. It's Max Chickens, bro.
Okay, so no normal 8-bit intro today because it doesn't feel right to play it.
No.
But the father and son that you're about to hear us chatting to, we had read their book and we're like, this is going to be a pretty proper hectic chat. And we're thinking maybe we'll be able to, do it in half an hour or whatever. But as you'll see, this is a very long episode. There is a lot to cover off. They've got a book, Run for Your Life, which is out now. And, you'll hear me say it in the intro, but I'll say it again now as well. Father and they were on the run from Vladimir Putin for 7 years.
Yeah, and what started out as a great adventure turned into a terrifying nightmare when Nick Stride and his family were forced to flee for their lives from one of the richest, most powerful men in the world. And that's only part of the story. Just when you think that they may be beginning to find some luck, beginning to find a place they can call home, some safety, some normality, it goes from bad to worse.
And the extreme lengths that Nick went to, and he talked to his family the whole way along and they were part of the decision-making process, but the extreme lengths that he went to keep his family safe and alive.
Incredibly admirable.
I don't think everyone would respond to that threat like he did. And
like they did.
Well, yeah, like he did, like they did. They were all part of it. And, man, they did some tough days while living completely off the grid. Yeah, you might have to have 2 cracks at this because it is a long one, but it is well worth it. And said it on the radio show when we're talking about it. This will be probably I wouldn't say favourite because it's the wrong word, but this is the most interesting and hectic interview that I've done in my entire time of coming up 20 years of broadcasting.
And also one of the greatest accounts of having the blinkers ripped off my eyes as to how the world operates and how much family means to you and how quickly it can go from shit A to shit B.
Keep steaming, legends.
Well, buckle up. This is going to be one hell of a chat. We've got a father and son duo. They're about to rip into an epic long-form chat.